Well, Adrian, your segment, Hidden Gem.
Yep.
Who we got this week?
I'm thinking this character Nova.
Okay.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I forgot to do the research on him. But basically, so he's like a Captain Marvel level superhero.
Yeah.
But he's also like the Green Lantern in that he's part of a corps of basically spacefaring
Like
law
space
people.
police almost.
Exactly.
They
Exactly.
were in Guardians of the Galaxy, Nova Corps.
Yep. So, but unlike Captain Marvel, who owns her power, Nova gets his power from this helmet that he wears.
Okay.
But they basically have the same power set. Fly through space, super. Very fast, very very strong, things like that. But also Nova at some point integrated with this supercomputer, so he has like all the knowledge that this computer has too. So once he takes the helmet off, which is malleable, he can once it comes off, he can like fold it into a regular clothes kind of a
Okay.
deal. But once he takes the helmet off, he's just a normal guy. So,
Got
but
it.
that's the only difference. But in the interim,
Is he from Earth?
Huh?
He's from
Yes,
Earth?
yes.
Okay.
So I believe I'd have to check. But anyway, so Captain Marvel level powers, which is why that he's a hidden gem because there's other characters out there that can be developed. There's other characters out there that haven't gotten the props
Yeah.
that like a Captain Marvel would have. Of course, I mean you're gonna find that throughout Marvel and DC, where you have characters that are more popular than others, even though they have the same power set. But this week it's Nova. He's an interesting character. The whole Nova Corps thing
Yeah.
is interesting. I think you guys should look into it.
And we've never seen Nova in a movie. We've
Right.
seen Nova Corps. I think they were introduced in the first Guardians,
Mhm.
maybe. Sylvester Stallone plays one of the Nova Corps
Right.
agents or whatnot. And I actually think I remember reading, I think James Gunn was talking about the character Nova because someone asked, like, is he ever going to show up in Guardians?
Uh-huh.
And I think he said something along the lines of him being, like, almost too powerful that he didn't want to have to portray a character like him in Guardians. And I could be butchering that whole thing.
Right.
But he's one of these high-level characters that probably wouldn't – they'd have to do something like they did with Adam Warlock, where they nerfed him. They made him like,
Oh my God!
a
They
preemie.
they neutered this.
Like, why
kid.
even have him in the movie?
Exactly. I mean, I think they could have pulled it off. I mean, they pulled off kind of Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
So I think they could have done a decent
But
job.
it had to be Captain Marvel level of
Right.
character.
Right.
Got it. And this is I've seen this. I didn't know a whole lot about him until you brought him up. But I've seen this character throughout the years in comics. I always thought his suit was like very intriguing. It's
Right.
kind of cringy, but kind of cool at the same time. Like the
Right.
big star on the
Yep.
But I didn't know that his power it only comes from the helmet.
Yeah. I mean, the thing about his suit. Yeah, his suit is like it's almost like wearing pick any clothing line where you got the the name of the clothing line like all over the front,
Yeah.
like this shirt, right?
Yeah.
It's like you got the big 3 stars
Yeah.
and you got the big star on the helmet. It's crazy, but just like Superman's suit evolved, Batman's suit evolved, everybody's suit evolved. I believe that if they actually came out, there would be some variant of that looks probably pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think they could very easily integrate somebody like him into the movies, not even his own, just maybe a cameo,
Mhm.
just like Captain Marvel. She has her own movie. She came in at the end of the Avengers. Everybody's fighting. Then all of a sudden, the guns on Thanos' ship
Yep,
turns skyward. I mean, a cameo like that, I think would be pretty cool. And then just grow him over the years. I
Right.
think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Is he? So there's other Nova Corps, right?
Mm.
Is he more powerful than them, or is it anyone who has one of those helmets is powerful?
I think he is. I forget the reason why, but I think he is probably the more powerful out of the others in
Got
the Nova
it.
Corps. I think I read that he's probably more powerful than all the rest of the Nova Corps combined.
Okay.
But he's still but he's not like a phoenix, like a dark phoenix level, because that gets into psychic stuff and
Right.
and celestial power level stuff. He's definitely not like a I don't know. I mean, he's not like a celestial level, but
Yeah,
he's powerful.
Okay.
I would put him over like a Green Lantern, even though they have
Okay.
kind of the same mission.
Yeah,
So
I got you. So Nova fights Binary, who was last week's hidden gem. Who wins?
Binary.